Okay, welcome, welcome. This is where I'm going to call this I Try to Fly. It's not my first rodeo here, but I wouldn't say I'm, okay, above 0.5, looking good. No professional here by any means. What's going on? Got my view messed up already? Turn these on now. I don't know if that's standard procedure. Arm that. Auto, that's for the emergency exit lighting. Okay. Lights look fine. Actually, kind of want to fly this in the day, but we're going to stick to, yeah, let's fly this in the day so we can actually see on a stream. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We'll go about early morning. I am using Pilot's Life Chapter 2. It does not care. So I'm in pre-flight. I'm going from Dallas-Fort Worth to San Antonio in an A321. It's a 215-mile hop, not long at all. So I imagine we'll not be in the air too long. Anyways, let's start boarding some passengers and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and connect that. Why is this killing me? Okay, so let's see. It's calling for 5.117. That's 5.2. I'll take it. As long as I don't get thrown into a crazy thing here. Alright, let's see. Okay, not a full flight. I have it set to fast, so we don't have to sit here for an eternity or anything like that. But let's go ahead and set this up just a little bit more before I really mess up. Let me get these up a little bit since it went from night to day. For me. Okay, my navigation switch doesn't work, unfortunately, through SPAD next. I'm not sure why. Okay, we are done refueling. 5.2, we are done refueling. Okay, seatbelts on. Alright, so while we do that, we are going to hop into the MCDU. Let's go ahead and get our route. And at page 2, and our block fuel is going to be 5.2. Clear all these out real quick. Okay, 5.2. Wait for the passengers. I like to go ahead and pop that in. Flaps 1, we already know that. We'll go back to the init page because we will be back. Actually, let's look at our flight plan. Okay, so I'm expecting 18 left. So we'll go departure, looking for 18 left. 18 left. And it's got us on Jasper 7 to Windu. Okay, Jasper 7, Windu, perfect. Insert. Okay, let's just take a peek. Okay, I'm going to clear that discontinuity, even though I should have left that because we're going to get some vectors after, I'm sure. Anyways, they'll let us know when it's time to vector. So back to flight plan, and now we just kind of wait until all the passengers are on board, and go ahead and call out for clearance, all that good stuff. Set our constraints here.
Boarding completed.
Alright, boarding's completed. Perfect. So now we can turn on that beacon.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and
Seatbelt
cross.
signs are already on. No portable devices. Perfect. Okay, parking brake, all that good stuff. So, let's listen to the ATIS. I'm still not a fan, at least here at Fort Worth. 2960. That's perfect.
Final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Okay. So that all works out. I don't have the current ATIS for him, but anyways, we'll just call in the clearance and should work out alright. It'll work out alright. American 2609, request IFR clearance. Okay, so
American 2609, Fort Worth clearance, cleared to San Antonio Airport, JASPO 7 departure, windy transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 126.47. Squawk 6765.
6765. So I just plug that in on another screen and 6765. Okay, so cleared to San Antonio, JASPA 7 departure, wind due transition, departure frequency 126.47, squawk 6765, American 2609. Let's see if I got that right.
Negative. JASPO 7 departure, wind due transition, then is filed and climb via SID.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said, maybe without the climbing. Jasper 7 departure, wind due transition, then climb via SID, American 2609.
American 2609, read back correct. Contact ground 131.8 when ready for pushback or engine start.
131.8 for push and start, American 2609. Okay, so wants me to climb my SID, so we're gonna go up to 10,000. So I'll go ahead and dial that in real quick, 10,000. And let's get that APU running so we can get out of here. And we will also get him over here real quick. So if I haven't already said, I have a different screen, a different monitor that I look at. That's like my flight controls that I have underneath my screen. So I can kind of see this. I'm sorry if I cut it off when I get lazy and I want to pause track IR. Sometimes I just need to. So it's at 65, spooling up. And that APU should be coming available. APU is available. Okay, so we are ready for... We are not ready yet. So we got tug attached. I'm going to go ahead and disengage the parking brake. Make sure he doesn't let us roll away. Okay. American 2609 ready for push and start.
American 2609, Dallas Fort Worth ground, pushback approved. Face west.
That was the first time I didn't get a start. Okay. Push approved, face west, American 2609. Interesting. But there's no way to ask for to start now. Request taxi to run. So okay, so I'm gonna take that as yes. That was just different. So let's go ahead, bleed that. Go ahead and start a backwards push, and we want to face west. Okay, well, that's gonna be east. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Little brain. Alright. Yeah, my frame rate while trying to stream this is a little low, so what I'm basically going to do is ignition, engine 2. We'll let that thing come on. Make sure I try to take out this box truck. I'm in a 321 right now, so rather large. Definitely cut that turn a little short there. But we're not worried. We're going to stop soon. That way we don't crash into the plane behind us. And like I said, we're not worried about that box truck. So we go ahead and end this early. Okay, you can get out of here. Parking brake on. See ya. Alright, 12, 13. I don't know if what standard is, but at 15 on the number 2 engine, I start the engine 1. I don't know what those noises are. This is the LVFR Latin A321 add-on from the Microsoft Store with the Horizon simulation add-on to it, basically, which just makes it almost identical as your A320, your fly-by-wire A320. Super close. Little different noises here and there, but same announcements, all that. So let's see what kind of taxi we get. We're gonna first, before we taxi out, I should have already done that before the push and start. Let's go to, excuse me, init, page 2, center of gravity, and then we go performance, and we already have flaps 1 entered, so we just calculate our speeds real quick. Perfect. Back to flight plan. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and cut that bleed, turn that APU off. So I got beacon nav on, get taxi on in a second, but let's request that. American 2609, request taxi to 18 left.
American 2609, runway 18 left taxi via Hotel Yankee, Yankee, Foxtrot, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Alright, that's the same as the last time I was out of here. Okay. Taxi to runway 18 left via Hotel Yankee, Yankee, Foxtrot, Whiskey Foxtrot, American 2609. Let's go ahead and get that parking brake off, ignition off for the moment. And just a little bit of juice. Alright, so Hotel Yankee is our first turn off here, which is nice and easy. From there, I'm going to make a left on Yankee, a right on Foxtrot, and then a left on Whiskey. Was it Whiskey? Yeah, Whiskey Foxtrot. Okay, perfect. So, let's see. That is not Yankee. So hard to see sometimes. Okay, that's Yankee up there. Perfect. Alright. So we'll make this left onto Yankee. Squiggly wiggly. Alright, it'll be our third right, which... Let's go ahead and start setting up. Arm the spoilers. Max auto brake. Flaps 1. And this will be Foxtrot. This thing does not roll as fast as the 320. I know we're talking a little bit more weight. Does not like to roll. Let's get that speed up just a little bit. Alright, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and take off configuration as normal and let them all know not to ride out of here.
American 2609, contact Fort Worth Tower 134.9er. Have a good one.
1349er, American 2609. Alright, so we're done with our taxi chart. Go back to the MCDU on a different screen, of course. And here's our departure runway. So we're going to hold back here. Go to our transponder real quick.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Everything else looked good, I think. We never did taxi lights. That's a bummer. Didn't really need them, but okay. So besides that, go ahead and lock that down. Let's go. American 2609, holding short, 18 left, ready for departure.
American 2609, DFW Tower, wind 165 at 10, fly runway heading, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
18 left, cleared for takeoff, American 2609. Alright. So, parking brake off. I know I already checked, but I'll check again. Seatbelts are on, all that. The only thing we need to do is throw that strobe light on. And landing lights come on. Everything else looks 100% normal. Okay, who is trying to get a hold of me? It's the mother. Okay. Feel lined up pretty well. Alright, so 50% in one. Brakes. Stable. If you hear anything, that's butt kicker attached to my chair being super loud. B1, rotate. Positive brake, gear up. Alright, and since we're here, autopilot 1, we are flying runway heading anyhow, so let that go ahead and take over. Flaps can be retracted. A little prematurely maybe, because it's going to tell me to go climb. So that'll just level that nose off pretty quick.
2609, contact regional departure. Have a good flight.
I'm actually going to turn up the audio on him a little bit. Contact regional departure, American 2609. Alright, let me turn this volume up on the radio just a wee bit. Hopefully that'll be a little better. Okay. American 2609 is at 4,000, climbing 10,000.
American 2609, regional departure, radar contact, clear direct Lauren, resume the Jasper 7, climb and maintain 14,000.
Okay, to 14. Direct to Lorne, resume Jasper 7, climb and maintain 14,000, American 2609. Okay, so go up to 14,000 feet. Landing lights go off around, for me, about like 9,000 feet. I see some traffic below me. He's way under. But per a pilot's life, they have to be off before 10,000. So we'll make sure we do that. Currently 8,000 climbing. Alright, 9,100, taxi off. I think the landing lights went off, sounded like they clicked back up. No, retract. I don't have a button for that. Okay. Don't see any clouds, nothing to prevent them from going wild in the back. Let's let them go. Now we can start picking up the pace.
American 2609.
Clean up the
Contact
plane.
Fort Worth Center 134.15.
Okay. Fort Worth Center 13415, American 2609. American 2609 is with you. 11,300 climbing, flight level 140. Try to change it up a little.
American 2609, Fort Worth Center, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb, maintain flight level 290, American 2609. Jesus. Alright, 29. Yeah, so the bad thing about, well, it's not bad, it's realistic, but every single flight you get a different call number, or a call sign, and so, yeah, every single time I get a couple hiccups here and there, but I imagine that happens on the real radio too, where, and then they correct themselves. But for right now, this is just practice, you know. Never been able to get on BATC or anything like that. I don't think I can communicate that well, especially when you have a nice little, let me pull it over, nice little UI here that's basically keeping tabs of, well, not everything I've said. Unless I click one of these buttons, it'll pop in, and I guess you could say the pilot monitoring or your FO will do that for you, but when you talk to them directly, it doesn't work that way. And now my son's coming in. What's up, Robert? Alright, quick hug. Alright, back to bed. Love you. Okay, and that's another reason why BATC might not be the best option for me, is I get interrupted quite often, usually like 20 times an hour, give or take. Okay, so we're heading straight towards Windu, head for 29,000 feet. Let's look at our sim brief. That is our cruise altitude. Nice. Okay, so definitely going to be a short hop down to San Antonio. I haven't already said it, this is season update 15 beta. On the day it was supposed to actually release again in May 7th. So let's go ahead and pull standard. $29,000. That's gonna get me right over the clouds, hopefully. Going sharp right though, it looks a little more clear over to the right side. Wee bit, yeah. So turn still not for $50 miles. That's okay.
American 2609. Contact Fort Worth Center 133.3. Have a good day.
133.3, American 2609. See ya. Alright, so let's get a little looky. Got A321 right there. And we've had... Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I recently got SimFX. See, these things don't burn super clean. It's leaving like a little smoke trail. Pretty clean burning though. There, the leap engines. But check out this bird strike. That's the only thing I don't understand. So Horizon simulations, they did great. I just don't know what happened with the windows, but let's go ahead and check in. American 2609, flight level 220, climbing flight level 290.
American 2609, Fort Worth Center, roger.
Raj. Alright, so I may or may not be consuming a Corona, but that's besides the point. There's no real people behind me. Not in my well, there's not real people behind me, is there? Okay, just checking. Alright, so I guess the main part of this video is not going to be the whole flight. If I am posting this as a whole flight, then that's because somebody else wanted it, but it was a super fast start. Not really procedural, didn't go through a checklist, anything like that. Just trying to give a brief demonstration on BATC, Beyond ATC. Also new to me is SimFX, so if I see some other aircraft, which I have turned quite low for streaming right now, we'll see some contrails and some cool stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see what we see. And Todd's right around the corner. So it looks like our top of descent is going to be in about 70 miles, give or take. And I actually haven't had to ask ATC for descent as many as other people. If I'm 10 miles out and they're still not telling me to descend or anything like that, then I'm going to definitely go ahead and ask for it. But we'll just see what happens when we get a little bit closer to that top of descent coming up. So let's actually, I'll throw that in the corner for the moment. So those of you that want to see what's going on, like I said, you won't see exactly what I say. You only hear what I say. But I don't want auto respond or anything like that. And I don't want to pick any of this. I want to actually read it back. And I'd say the hardest read back is usually going to be your clearance. That taxi instructions, the last flight I was on, for some reason it told me to hold short of runway, I think 31 centered, and Dallas Fort Worth. So I hold short, and then I tell them that I'm holding short, and they said they couldn't understand, and I had to actually look at the dialogue and the UI there on the bottom left, and there's one that says waiting to cross, or not even waiting to cross, but waiting at runway, 35 center, whatever it was. So it was kind of weird that I had to have the exact phraseology that time, because in the past, I didn't have to have the exact thing that they were looking for, but something close. So throw that back over on the other screen. I'll show you where we're at currently. So we are only 12 minutes. I never even started the clock. We're 12 minutes into the flight, already about to pass Waco, Texas for San Antonio. So he's
Cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Did I shut the door? No. That's why it's so loud. Terrorists have gotten in. 777. Or 677, whatever it is. Alright. And this also is not good for frame rate. Just so you know, don't leave it on the pushback thing. Not good. Alright, so pretty calm skies up here. Flight level 290. So we'll just see when we get handed off next, hopefully. They'll tell us to... Okay, so we already need destination data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the MCDU menu, ATSU, go AOC menu, weather request, METAR, send. And once we get some information back, we'll plug that in. For now, I'm going to look at my chart. For San Antonio approach. SimBrief's giving me 13 right, so we're going to go ahead and select 13 right. That could always change. Don't know. So when I look at the chart for 13 right, let's see what our minimums are. I show 1009. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and go back to my MCDU 1009. Pop that in real quick. Performance. Whoopsie. Alright, 1009. Okie dokie. So now, let's see if we got a company message yet. Yes, we have. So we come back down, we go menu, back to the AOC menu, and we're going to go receive messages. There's our METAR. Click it, and I'm going to print it out. And I have my camera view set up like that for a specific reason. RIP. Alright, so now I can come here. I have a SimBridge linked MCDU that's not here. So what I can do is now go to performance, go to approach, and I can just look now at my screen. So we got 2960. Nope, that's 2964. 2964. And our temperature is going to be 28. Why did that not work? 28. Okay, wind 130 at 11. Perfect. Clear that out. It's in there. Alright, back to flying. We're about to reach top of descent in about 30 miles. I don't know. might tell him, because I don't have a lot of time to get down. Like I said, this was a short hop. Got 3,800 kilo, 3,900 kilos on board still. Fuel's looking okay. I'm just gonna give him a little time, see if they clear me down. If not, we'll ask for it. If you didn't know already, it's here. Call for descent. Not gonna do it yet. Simply testing out the software, that's all. Alright, 20 miles from top of descent. At 10 miles, I probably am going to pull the trigger. I'll go ahead and ask for it, but just trying to give the opportunity. Last few flights have been good. They've usually given it to me before asking, but
American 2609,
okay, see.
Contact Houston Center 125.65.
This could be it. 12565, American 2609. Let's see if this one gives me any instructions. American 2609 with you at 29,000.
American 2609, Houston Center, roger.
Okay, we're cutting it close. About 13 miles out. I'm gonna wait for it to hit 10 just to see if there's a magic number. But at 10 miles, which it's about to be, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and call for it. I believe. One more second. Come on, give me an instruction, please. And I'm just not seeing it. So, American 2609, ready for descent. And
American 2609, cross Syntax at and maintain flight level 240, San Antonio Airport, landing runway 13 right, altimeter 2964.
Okay, so we got a lot going on there. Cross waypoint CWK. Fly and maintain flight level 240, landing runway 13 right, altimeter 2964, American 2609. Did I get it right? I did.
American 2609, you're off course. Clear direct syntax. Resumo navigation.
Okay, we're gonna start our descent. We're gonna go. Okay, they just said resume own nav. Okay, so going to window, I suppose. Did you tell me I was clear for?
American 2609, you're off course. Clear direct syntax.
I don't know where syntax
Resumo
is.
navigation.
It's not my plan. Clear direct syntax, resume on navigation. American 2609. Yeah, I'm kind of stumbled there. I'm gonna fly what I have. I could type it in and try to find syntax real quick, but got no traffic in front of me and she's not yelling yet, so all's good. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going down to 24,000. it's pretty wild. Usually, it's been spot on with instructions on what to do, but I don't have a syntax and I don't want to enter it. CWK. Let's just see, just out of curiosity. I'm looking at a little monitor, so I can see it a little easier than you guys can see it here, but I do not see anything syntax related, so we're just not going to worry about that. Okay, so my next waypoint, I guess my last waypoint, is going to be Windu. So I'm going to go ahead and set up for the 13 right. So actually, let me take you back to that view. We're at 24,000. Okay, so arrival is going to be 13 right. ILS, cool. That's going to be Wave 01. Wave 01. Wave 01. I don't even know how you say that. Via... Let's see if it's actually in here. It's not. Insert. Okay, let's see how that plays out. Okay, we're doing some turning. I can see that. Okay, that might be why we're off course. Usually kind of wait for the controllers to tell me what star to fly and all that, because I never know. But okay, so she already had my star in mind.
Welcome to flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
And do I have my little replay tool? Cool. Alright. Try using that. Okay, so did she tell me to descend on the SID? Nope. Maintaining 240. Alright, what was our altimeter? 2964. Just reference.
American 2609, descend and maintain 12,000, altimeter 2964.
Descend, maintain 12,000, altimeter 2964, American 2609. Alright, so manage descent there. Grab the green ball. Alright, so trying to look here. So our next waypoint is going to be Marks, and we need to be above 13,000, below 15,000. So, okay, yeah, I guess our I don't know what you call that. The little line where you're gonna actually be at that altitude. Bottom of descent. So I'm going to try not to forget to turn on the replay thing, because I do want to make a quick little like landing video. That'd be cool, especially if it goes well. If it doesn't, then the whole video gets deleted. Just kidding. Alright, so right now we're over Austin. Got just a little bit longer to go. Let's see, we're transitioning to from cruise. And once we get on the ground, really all it requires is that you turn off your landing light, turn off your strobe light after you've exited the runway. Make sure your taxi light's off before you shut down engines, and that everything is retracted and back the way it was. So it's not super hard, but you just got to remember all these little things without doing it like procedurally with checklists and all that. This is just a flow. This is not a checklist at all. So I'm about to come into transitional altitude, and my altimeter is 29.64. So go ahead and push that. We'll dial that in, 64. Got the AI generated planes flying around, and I got it set to like 20. I haven't seen hardly, I've seen a couple on departure, but that was about it. I was hoping to see some like contrails and stuff, which is also why I want to record the landing. I think it'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we got some crazy waypoint names coming up, but deal with that. So we are going to be hopefully descending a little bit more here shortly. I'm gonna hit a constraint anyhow. Can't go, actually I take that back. It's 11,000, looks like. So I might get cleared down to 11,000 after my next waypoint, possibly. Looks like some yucky looking clouds. We'll go ahead and get back in these seats.
American 2609, contact San Antonio approach 2137.
2137, American 2609. See ya. American 2609 is at 15,000, descending, flight level 120.
American 2609, verify information X-ray.
See, they don't care if you say flight level or call it out in thousands. American 2609 has information X-ray.
American 2609, San Antonio approach, altimeter 2964, expect the visual approach runway 13 right.
Expect the visual runway 13 right, American 2609. Okay, so as we come in here, we're going to look at our constraints a little bit. Pull the chart up. So we're going to be CLDA Glada. Alright, so we're going to start our approach, not our approach, but we should be on localizer about 4,000 feet. Nugget, Alamo, Alamo at 2200. Excuse me. So we'll just keep that in the back of our head real quick. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet. Gotta make sure, just for a pilot's life, that we go ahead and turn our landing lights on. We're at 12,000 and we're gonna have some constraints, but I'm gonna not forget. That's the goal. So after Taco, which is our next waypoint here, after Taco,
American 2609,
down to 8.
descend and maintain 6,000.
Okay, I got some constraints, but American 2609, descend 6,000. So it doesn't matter if you put your call sign in front, behind, they really don't care. Okay, so let's see how that works out. We'll start descending. And I can already see a break in the flight plan, so that tells me that we have a manual. Heck yeah, okay. We're flying a visual anyway, but I'm probably going to go ahead and select the first fix on the ILS and just grab it, because why not? I'm getting judged on my landing, all that good stuff, so the better the score I can get, you know, the more XP and fake money I have in my little pilot life simulator. So anyhow, we'll worry about that. We're at 10,200. Lights are coming on. And I'm glad I didn't just keep rambling and miss that, but that worked out. Okay, so holding at 10. I don't know what's going on. Okay, descend again, maybe. So we hit a constraint. 8. That should have been an 8,000 foot constraint. I don't know. We're not descending very well. So we're in managed. I'm gonna go open descent. Should be at 8,000 here, but that's probably not going to be the case. Lower than 8,000. I just don't see it. So I'll go performance. We're going to activate the approach. We're already flying pretty much nose level, so we're not descending quickly anyhow. I can do that. Add some speed brake action. Slow this big girl down. Okay, getting a little bit closer. Like that still works for me. So our next constraint is at 6,000 feet, 210 knots. So we'll be right around 210. I'm not going to slow us down yet. I feel like we got some vectors coming and dropping the flaps. It doesn't make sense to me, not yet. But I am going to start getting configured here in a second. So we're dropping quick. We easily made... we might not have easily made it, but it'll all work out. We have no more... we don't have a ceiling or a floor or anything like that, so 6,000 feet is where I'm supposed to be at coming up, but gonna miss it by a little bit, a little high. Going through the soup. on to salsa. That salsa. Okay, so runway's approximately 30 miles, give or take. Since we're gonna get a, actually it'll probably be more than that. Excuse me. They're gonna give us probably a left-hand turn after we
American
pass.
2609, descend and maintain 3000.
Okay. Descend, maintain 3000. American 2609. Set that back to manage mode. I don't know why it jumped off. So now we broke our constraint. No clue why that jumped off. So, I'm not sure if it takes you back up after you passed it.
American 2609.
Nice.
Leave Chris heading 270. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 13 right.
Leave Chris heading 270. Expect vectors for runway 13 right. American 2609. Alright.
American 2609, turn left, heading 225. Vectors for the
Whoa.
approach.
225. No way. We're way too high up. Okay, so we're gonna pull that. Go open descent, turn the constraints off. Dang it, man. Left heading 225, American 2609. Alright, so that's a lot quicker than what I thought. So we need to get down to 3,000 feet rather quickly. Throw them speed brakes back on. Seen that stutter, right? That's a season update 15 beta. Stutters are not gone. Alright, so
American 2609, turn left, heading 185.
225 first. I'm just trying to give myself a little time here. Left heading 185, American 2609.
American 2609, turn left, heading 195. Intercept the 1 tree right localizer. Descend and maintain 2200.
Left heading 195 to intercept the localizer. Descend, maintain 2200, American 2609. Okay, so we'll go to
2,500.
100 feet mode, and that's not 100 foot. That's 100 foot. What do you want? 22. Okay. And you want 195. So we'll go ahead, and we're really close now, so flaps 1. I don't like to do that in a turn at all. So
American 2609,
Arm.
airport is at your 10 o'clock 12 miles.
Go brake
Report the field
low.
in sight.
It's at my 10 o'clock, and I'm in the fog. What the heck? Looking for the field, American 2609.
American 2609, descend and maintain 1200. Altimeter 2966.
Descend and maintain 1200, altimeter 2966, American 2609. This is way too low. This is
All
way too
aircraft
low.
be advised information Yankee now current. Altimeter
Alright, so what we're gonna
2966.
do, Alamo, we're gonna go direct. I don't like this at all. Alamo, insert, and turn our landing system on. We're gonna go ahead, flaps 2. We're already 7.5 miles. We're just hovering over houses. I don't like this. Okay. Seatbelts on. I think that's green. Yeah, it is green. Landing gear, cabin. So we'll go ahead and tell the cabin we're about to land. Flaps 2, we can drop our gear. Go ahead and start.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Three green. And we'll go flaps 3. Should have done that before we accelerated. And the diamond is alive. Let's, no need for the localizer. Let's set up both. We're off to the right for sure. Flaps full. Alright, so when I look over, spoilers arm, flaps full, parking brakes off, auto brake low, all lights are on, gears down. No blue, all green. Should be good to go. Let's see how this works out. Got a 98 on my last flight. I need a 100. Alright, let's reset this camera a little bit so we can see good. Check.
American 2609, I'm going to bring you around for another try.
What?
Fly runway heading. Maintain 3,100.
3,100? What? Okay. Never got that yet. Don't necessarily know how to cancel a landing though.
American 2609, I'm going to bring you around for another try. Fly runway heading. Maintain 3,100.
Fly runway heading, climb, maintain 3,100, American 2609. Alright, so what is going on? Why'd that happen? Fly it and see what happens. I don't know if it'll let me select that yet. Is it managed? No. Okay, but we can definitely just climb up to it. So I haven't done too many myths on the Airbus, but I did not know you couldn't just do a quick little, yeah, whatever. Leave flaps 1 because I have a good feeling she's going to vector us right back around. Oh, I wasn't in manage heading. That's why I couldn't select. Oh well, some things you just learn on the go. Alright, so can we get vectors or what? Still waiting on her to tell me. We're at
2,500.
We're at 3,100. Fly runway heading. So that's what I'm gonna do. First time like this. So 10 miles outside already. that was 5 miles. Plenty of fuel on board. Keep everything in configuration.
American 2609, turn right, heading 210.
Right heading 210, American 2609.
2,500.
Yikes.
2,500. 2,500.
So you're gonna take me in for a right hand pattern, looks like. I am landing 13 right, so I guess that makes
2,500.
sense. Alright, for the sake of it,
2,500.
until she tells me to turn again, we're gonna try to add what was it, Alamo? Oh hell, I don't remember. But anyways, we can just do
2,500.
it's 13 right, and it was what did they ask for? Hold on, it'll look familiar. I think it was Mark's. Well, we'll just go ahead and we'll insert that. That didn't help. Alright, so I'm gonna do what I was gonna do originally.
American 2609, turn right, heading tree 05. Expect further clearance in about 2 tree miles.
And I'll just enter that for now. Just for little reference, I guess. And it's not there. Okay, cool. So we're totally visual. I don't know how to do this. Right heading 305, American 2609. Alright, so we'll let her vector us in. We'll see how good this goes. I really need
2,500.
Is it FCU? Cancel that for now. Still super low to the ground. That doesn't appear to be the mist on the chart. Oh, yes, it is. 31. 128 is what I should have been turned to. Which was I? No. It's okay. I see where this is going. The weather is looking much worse. Actually, be really cool if ATC was like, hey, so it's currently not open for the visual anymore. We're now in IFR, and we need you to take ILS.
2,500.
That'd be pretty cool, but don't expect it. But damn, this weather's changed real quick.
$2,500.
Alright, so it looks like we're runway's coming up on our 3 o'clock. Let's look at it if I can see it. my frame rate like? Just out of curiosity with track IR up and going. 0. Yeah, I don't believe you. Alright, so... It's very interesting here. So I guess we'll make a big right-hand turn into 1-3 right. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know why she wanted to try that again. That's the first time I have not got cleared. Just for that, stop, start. All right, so we're almost completely backtracking with a little bit of separation, so I mean it should work out if we get vectored to the right. There's a stutter. This weather looks a little better. Back there definitely was not VFR. So if I turn around and I see nothing but clouds, we're going ILS.
2609, turn right, heading 340.
Right, heading 340, American 2609. Wonder if real pilots have like a little cheat sheet where they, I mean obviously not your registration, but like, hey, this is my call sign. I can read back frequencies a lot easier than I can remember my call sign, especially when it changes every single flight. Alright, so we're still flaps 1, everything's still configured, gears up though. Alright, let's go ahead and turn landing system on. And what I'm probably going to do this time is when she turns me in, instead of depending on the weather,
American
we'll see.
2609, turn right, heading 025.
Right, heading 025, American 2609. 25. Alright, so I'll have one final turn. For the intercept, I hope.
American 2609, turn right, heading 090.
Right, heading 090, American 2609. Alright, let's see how close that looks. Not too close, but I could still intercept that localizer, I'm sure. So we'll go ahead and when I get a little bit closer turned in, we're gonna, yeah, why not? We'll find the way. So on that note, let's find that localizer. So definitely intercept. We're gonna go, how far are we? A little more than 10 miles. We're gonna go flaps 2. Turn me in. Come on.
American
Make it out up there. Yep.
2609. Airport is at your 1 o'clock 11 miles. Report the field in sight.
American 2609 has the field in sight.
American 2609. Cleared visual approach runway 13 right.
Visual my ass. Cleared for the visual 13 right, American 2609. Alright, so let's go ahead and select
American
approach
2609.
since our
Contact
diamond.
San Antonio Tower 119.8.
Alright, to tower 119.8, American 2609. So we go ahead, drop gear.
Negative tower on 119.8.
I thought that's what I said. Why didn't my gear drop? Drop. Oh no, technical difficulties. It's not working. 119.8, American 2609.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
So I have to restart SPAD really quickly, like super quickly. At least it got the glide slope. That's good. All right, SPAD's loading up. Come on, hurry. I don't know if that's I just have so much crap running at the same time. Okay, we're gonna go flaps 3. SPAD's back. And I'm on the glide slope. I'm not. That doesn't look visual to me. I see lights. That's all I can see. Okay. American 2609 is on final for runway 13 right. Had to check that one more time. Full
American
flaps.
2609, San Antonio Tower, wind 135 at 15, gust 20, runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Jeez. Cleared to land, runway 13 right, American 2609. Actually gonna only do a replay of
1,000.
this.
1,000.
Okay, so like I said, we're still configured, everything's set, spoilers are armed, flaps are down. Go ahead and turn ignition on. All lights are on, gears down, no blue, all green. Let's see if we get it this time. That's hardly visual. That's that's borderline visual. We'll be coming up on minimums here pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, I can make it out. But from 10 miles away, I doubt it.
500.
500. I'm gonna take it.
500. 500.
Low. I like being a little low. Not much. Just a little. It's a little rocky.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. I didn't bounce, but that was a little rough. Alright, reversers, come on. 100. 90. Oh, you know why? Even though I armed the brakes, they didn't come alive, the auto braking. Well, that's a bummer. So we're gonna exit down here.
American 2609, vacate when able.
Pull them flaps in. Retract spoilers. We have brakes. Alright, so vacate when able. Alright, so I'm gonna take the safer guy right
American 2609, vacate when able.
here. Ignition off. Landing light off. Okay, and this is gonna be Alpha.
American 2609, San Antonio Tower.
Strobe off. Okay. American 2609 is clear of runway. Let's see if that works.
American 2609, contact ground
Perfect.
121.9er,
That actually
take
worked.
care.
Set the parking brake because I already know I'm going to get a weird taxi route, so 1219 American 2609, thank you. Alright, let's see what we got for airport chart. Even though honestly, with a pilot's life I could pull into any of these gates and just be done. So I'm going to look here on the charts. We could go for November 13. American 2609, request taxi to the gate. Alright, so if we go...
American 2609, welcome to San Antonio Airport. No suitable gates for your aircraft exist at this airport according to your scenery data. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
I've never had that. Okay. Continue at pilot's discretion, 2609. Well, that makes things a little easier for me, I guess. So, we're gonna taxi right over here to gate, looks like November 13. Parking brake off. Get this thing rolling. And taxi light coming off. I know it still says landing lights, that's because I haven't retracted them. Tell me, I guess those are pretty small gates. I'm taking this front one. So why would it have me fly here with the A321 if there's no suitable gate? Guessing that's false, but these actually do look like, yeah, I'm not even trying to get in that box, but these do look rather small. So we'll just park this thing like right here. Set that parking brake. Taxi light, landing light, strobes off. I'm gonna go ahead and retract them just to make the light go away. And then that looks good. Everything looks good. We're gonna pull the power. So now got post flight. Let's see how we did. Oofda. 96. Bummer. Landing rate a little fast. Man, let's check that out. Tried to hit that 1,000-foot marker. but it's okay. Looks like a plane there. Show me exactly what I did. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's a pilot's life, BATC. I like all of it. Fun times. Now I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a cool little landing clip, or not so butter, if you will. Come on.